Have you ever wondered why British English sometimes it sneaks the letter R sound where it doesn't belong? And we all know that sometimes British English, the letter R, it doesn't pronounce when it comes after the vowel sound or when it followed by a vowel sound. Sometimes British English, you might hear native speakers or even non-native speakers, those who they speak with a British accent, the letter R sometimes is pronounced when it comes between two vowel sounds or two vowel letters. Why words suddenly seem to flow so smoothly together? Well, this is what this video is all about. Today we're talking about one of the most fascinating quirks, one of the most common quirks in British English pronunciation. They are linking R and intrusive R. These are the two common quirks, can transform how you sound and how you speak, and of course, how to take your English to the next level. So now, if you want to sound a little bit more like a native English speaker, you want to sound even more better, you want to perform better, I think these are the one of the most important features, one of the most important aspects in British English pronunciation you need to master. So now imagine if I say, or if you've heard someone say, I saw a film, sounds normal, right? What's about if I say, I saw a film? It is getting even more trickier and even more complicated. Don't get overwhelmed because in today's video I just want to explain these features and how you can master it. So, and what's happening here, the I saw can turn into I saw it. So now you might be wondering, where does these series are coming from? Where on earth this R is coming from? And why does it happens only in certain British English accents? So now, if you've ever struggled to understand these features, these aspects, which they are intrusive are, and the linking are, or if you haven't heard about it, so now you stick around because in this video I will break down it step by step, and by the end of this video you will not only understand these two features, linking R and intrusive R, but you will sound more natural and more fluent, and of course how to use them in your daily English conversations when you speak in English. With native speakers or without native speakers. I mean, like even non-native speakers, and yeah, I mean, how you can master it and how you can perform even more better. So, without further ado, let's get it started. So now let's start with the first, which is the linking R. A linking R is like the sounds or is a feature of a modern RP pronunciation. For those who don't know, modern RP is a British accent. It's known as Southern accent. It's one of the most common accents nowadays. And now linking R, it occurs when a word that ends with an R sound or ER sound, and it followed by a word that it starts with a vowel sound or a vowel letter. So now, for example, you might hear sometimes people say, instead of saying full ice, you might say full rice, full rice. In this case now we might hear the letter R is pronounced full ice, the first pronunciation, and the second pronunciation is full rice, full rice. You will notice here I do pronounce the letter R in, connected these two vowels with the R sounds. Full rice. More apples becomes or sounds like more apples, more apples, more apples. RH, RH becomes RH, RH, RH. Her eyes becomes her eyes, her eyes, her eyes. So now you have to remember that this R is only in spoken English, not in writing English, because it's all about pronunciation. And when you it's the linking R where you just connect two vowels together. And the door is open. The door is open becomes the door is open. The door is open. The door is open. Because what's happening here? You insert the letter R when it's followed by letter R or when you follow by the ER. So far away, far away, far away, far away, far away, far away. Her idea, her idea, her idea, her idea, her idea, her idea. So now, if you've noticed here, I do pronounce the letter R, particularly in these kind of features where followed by the ER or the letter R. Father-in-law, if you've noticed here, father doesn't pronounce the letter R, it's not pronounced, but because it followed by the vowel letter or the vowel sound, it became father-in-law, father-in-law, father-in-law. Mother-in-law, you might pronounce it mother-in-law, mother-in-law, mother-in-law. Brother-in-law, brother-in-law becomes brother-in-law, 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 brother-in-law. Sister-in-law, 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 sister-in-law. Grandfather, grandfather-in-law, grandfather-in-law becomes grandfather-in-law, grandfather-in-law. Grandmother-in-law becomes grandmother-in-law. So doing this will help you to kind of connect those speech quite importantly and how to sound even more like a native English speakers. So now these are the two aspects. So I think when it finished by the R sound or when it finished by the ER sound. So now let's talk about the intrusive R. So now intrusive R, sometimes the intrusive R, it happens to insert the letter R and it sounds in a word that do not include the spelling, and this is known as intrusive R. And it usually occurs, so now intrusive R occurs in British English pronunciation when it followed by a syllable that it starts with a vowel sound or a vowel letter, or when like a word that ends in a vowel sound and it followed by a word that it starts with a vowel sound. So now these are the kind of, it's very important to know these. When a word that ends with a vowel sound and it followed by a word that starts with a vowel sound. And now I'd like to jump from a vowel to a vowel in British English. I think, and importantly, and how to connect their speech, I think it's easier to insert the consonant R. And I mean, like, just imagine like it's tapping, it's tone between two vowel sounds. Okay? So it's like getting even more easier and it can help you to sound more fluent at the same time. Law and order, law and order becomes law and order, law and order, law and order. And what's about this word? How do you pronounce it? So now a lot of people they might think that is drawing, drawing. Well, so now I think this is an intrusive R feature. In terms of pronunciation, I would highly suggest you have to insert the letter R in these words. You have to say, you have to pronounce it drawing, drawing, drawing. The idea, it pronounce the idea of, the idea of, the idea of. So now, I mean, this is all about the fundamental. These are all about the these two common quirks in British pronunciation. So now, if you can master all these kind of important features, I highly kind of suggest that you can start with linking R first, and then you start with the intrusive R. I mean, it's okay to learn some simultaneously if you want to work towards your British pronunciation, but it's important that you work towards one feature first and then the second feature first. I highly recommend it that way, but simultaneously as well. If you want to kind of perform better and to sound even more like a native speaker, I think these are the two aspects you need to follow all of the time. So yeah, I mean that's all about it. And if you like what you saw today, you enjoy the video, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also click the bell so you don't miss any weekly videos. And just a quick heads up. So yeah, I mean I've got a podcast. If you are you want to improve your pronunciation, your listening skills, I think the podcast is actually the best place to just improve it, to get it started. So you will find the link in the description below, or in my bio you will find the link over there. You will find the link if you use Spotify or Apple Podcasts. I think you'll find the link down below as well. And yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section below. And yeah, I mean, that's all about it.